Hello, my name is Shane. I'm a lecturer and a researcher at the University of Dublin, and I was speaking here this afternoon in Belgrade as part of the Belgrade Irish Festival. It's actually been quite a unique experience for me. I've never actually been to Serbia, never mind Belgrade, and I found quite interesting about the experience so far is that the Belgrade Irish Festival has kind of incorporated my side, which is history, has incorporated that with the kind of culture and arts perspective, both from a Serbian perspective and an Irish perspective. And I think that merging of those teams was fascinating to me. I know there's kind of been a lot. I know Neil Jordan. There was a showcase of Michael Collins, again, the historical interest, and there's lots of other interesting facets. So I know there's been Kathleen is Here is going to be a film that will be showcased tonight from a young Irish actor, and I think that kind of broadening of that scope, and I suppose we're not only advertising Serbia here in Belgrade, we're also advertising Ireland, and particularly in today, given the kind of political turmoil and economic turmoil, I think those connections with countries such as Serbia, so Irish-Serbian connections, are actually very important. And I think the Belgrade Irish Festival is doing great work in actually promoting that connection. So just in terms of even my own perspectives, somewhat what I kind of spoke about today was the Serbian-Irish connection that dates back 110 years. But we definitely do have more modern similarities and more modern connections, and I think that from my point of view, that dates back to and it kind of relates to both Ireland's political trajectory as well as Serbia's. Obviously, Ireland has faced its own turmoil over the last 100 years. The country to this day is still partitioned. Connections between Britain and Ireland are good, we're on friendly terms. They were not 25 years ago or 30 years ago, when Serbia itself was also in the midst of its own conflict. So the fact that we're here today in Belgrade, given all the turmoil that has happened in the years, it's actually quite fascinating. And I think Ireland and Serbia, particularly what I spoke about this morning, there was lots of commentary in Ireland relating to Serbia and Serbian nationalism. Many Irish nationalists found a connection with the aspirations of what was perceived to be smaller countries or little countries that were also involved in similar projects in Ireland at that time. I think those connections moving forward, I was fascinated by the fact that the Irish are held in such high regard with Serbians. I did not know that coming here. I hadn't really. I'm involved, from afar. I'm a big football fan, so I'm very much involved. I know a lot of the Serbian national team. I know a lot of players, but I never knew about anything in relation to the high regard that the 10th Irish Division and Irish soldiers that fought here were held in Serbia. And it was fascinating to me to see that the Irish fighting here was part of a kind of foundation narrative for Serbia and Serbia's kind of independence struggle. And obviously, having spoken this morning, I can't praise both Yad, the director, and the whole team enough. And I definitely would recommend anyone, either just from a tourist point of view, or just to be involved in the Belgrade Irish Festival itself, to actually come here next year, because there is a plethora of activities that are involved over the few weeks that the Belgrade Irish Festival is on, from historical, from cultural, movies to song. It has definitely been an interesting and valuable and worthwhile experience for myself, and I would encourage anyone to come over here. It's my first time, as I mentioned, in Belgrade. I haven't got to see much of the city yet, but it certainly looks like a very kind of unique place and a nice place to visit. So I recommend anyone that would want to come to Belgrade Irish Festival. If you're coming to Serbia next year, organise your trip around this.